Do you think you're doing the environment a favor by driving an electric vehicle? You might want to think again. Electric vehicles were designed solely to tackle climate change. Weren't they supposed to shift away from fossil fuels to control carbon emissions? More and more people turn to EVs owing to growing awareness. In fact, governments also announced complete transition goals. They included EVs in their climate policies. They were supposed to be the solution to our climate troubles. But what I'm about to show you, is the exact opposite of that. Why so? Because these electric vehicles are doing more harm than good. A study has found that they are causing more pollution than your average petrol and diesel cars. Imagine that. It's a bit difficult to digest, isn't it? Hold that thought. Our next report tells you more.
Just because an electric car doesn't have a tailpipe doesn't really mean it is a zero-emission vehicle. As it turns out, most of the particulate matter released by a vehicle doesn't come from the tailpipe at all. It is released by tire wear. And both EVs and regular vehicles have that in common. As you know, cars are heavy. As their tires rub against the road, they degrade. This leads to the release of tiny and often toxic particles. According to measurements by an emission analytics firm, in gasoline cars, airborne tire wear emissions are 400 times greater than direct exhaust particulate emissions. So the tailpipe is not to blame. Coming to electric vehicles, generating the electricity that powers them creates particulate pollution. Their tires are made from petroleum. They weigh far more than gasoline-powered cars, 15 to 30% to be specific. So their tires degrade faster and release even more particulate matter. How much more? Up to 1,850 times more than that of exhaust. Now experts are counting on EV makers to reduce the weight of their cars. But how would that be possible? As manufacturers work to develop better EVs, the battery size is only expected to increase. So will the weight, and also the tire wear, and along with that, the particulate emissions. In a bid to control the airborne particles like dust, dirt, and soot, California wants to ban the sale of new gasoline-powered cars, and it wants to do it by the year 2035. But will that be the most efficient decision? Because new gasoline cars are quite clean. As per the Environmental Protection Agency, cars emit only about 1% of all direct fine particulate matter in California. And most of these emissions come from older models, not the new ones that California wants to ban. The newer ones, in fact, have particulate filters that significantly reduce emissions. So how will banning petrol or diesel cars be the solution when the focus should be on the tires instead? What could possibly be the solution? To make EVs lighter or to have sturdier tires? Perhaps the jury is out there. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.